so you will get to handle birds of prey yourself. But before we head out, I will tell you a few things about them. So they're really special birds. They come, they're called Harris hawk, and they come from the southwest in the United States. So where are you from there?
From California.
Okay, so you will find them in southern California, like wolves. And that's really unusual for birds of prey because normally you will find them alone. They're solitary creatures come together and they catch really large prey when they cooperate. So the biggest thing they can catch would be a jackrabbit.
Wow.
Yeah. And which one is the female here?
Probably the largest one, no?
The largest one, yeah. The bigger one are the females, the smaller ones are the males, and this will be true for all species of birds of prey. So that one is a female, this is a male. That's a male as well.
Females are in charge.
Yeah.
Take note.
She's the stronger, she can catch larger prey. The male will be faster. And would you mind stepping over, because they're quite nervous of people. So these birds are fine with people they don't know, but falcons will be a bit nervous. So I'll show you. We'll have a look at eagle, a hawk, a falcon, whatever you like. Because every bird will have a different limitation and different capabilities. So they have air. So the two birds at the front there, really slight things for birds. You can hunt with them. Also, why would you want to bite? Okay. They don't attack. Okay, so don't worry. I don't think you don't look worried to me, so I think we'll be fine. We're gonna take a female and a male, and she's absolutely gorgeous. This is Swift.
Swift?
Yes, she's 5 years old.
Hi, Swift.
How long do they live, this Swift?
They can live long in captivity. So because what they're doing here is very low risk, they can live maybe, I don't know, 30 years, 25, 30 years. In the wild, they probably live, 4 or 5 years.
I was going to say,
their lifespan. We just actually found a dead sparrowhawk just today. So like a wild sparrowhawk. He was just born this year, and in captivity they live like 7 years, but in the wild they die in their first winter usually. So she is lovely and really, really friendly. The only thing she doesn't like when we walk with her sometimes or fly her is strollers.
Oh, so she's strollers.
Yeah, she doesn't. She's really afraid of them.
Okay.
It's just like the only thing she's absolutely terrified.
Okay.
So she's gonna step up to your glove. We don't breed them because actually it takes a really long time to get them to breed with each other. They need to like each other. They need to have nest material. Females don't just lay eggs. There has to be a suitable partner to do that.
Sweetie.
And then even when they're together, the eggs can be infertile, and because female is dominant, you always have to be careful as well how she relates to the male in an aviary. So hold on tight. I'll be back with the male.
Okay.
Look at they look like a rubber band.
Like chicken.
Yeah, they do.
She's really pretty.
Swift.
So how do they get them then?
She's heavy.
Say hello.
Sounds like they catch it.
I'm
them in the
going to do
wild.
some arm exercises. She weighs like 10 pounds.
The other has
No, like 5 pounds. No,
I
maybe
want to take
closer to 10.
the picture. Oh yeah, there's something scary to me now.
The guy said they don't like to be looked in the eye. I wonder why.
They look good at each other.
So this one is very loud. He's a bit more excitable. As a male, he's a bit faster. So his name is Beckett. And he is about 4 years old. And so he's the same parents as Swift, but they are from different generation. Hold on tight, okay?
So
Okay.
they are native of Southern California.
Yeah. Arizona, also New Mexico, Texas. They live in Sonoran Desert. Okay, so I'm going to, before we go, I'm going to put a transmitter on each bird.
Oh, I know.
I know, he's like, I'm gonna go soon.
Yeah.
So these things are transmitters. They're like a radio signal. They send us radio signal. In case we can't find the hawks, we can always track them, which is useful. This little fella actually went to one of the islands in Loch Corrib in the summertime. Yeah, and he caught a heron, a baby heron, and ate it. So we were only able to locate him using this. Without these little things, can't find them. They can be sitting in a tree and very quietly looking at you. Walk with them, ladies. When you walk with them, a very important thing to do is to hold on tight. Okay, you don't look scared to me. You look very confident, so I have no reason to worry about it. But if the hawk jumps, they will kind of sometimes jump around because we're walking and they're getting excited. Hold on tight, okay? Don't open your fist, and also try not to go with the bird if it drags you. Just keep your fist up.
Okay.
Like that, and he will probably jump because this is Beckett. We don't want birds that are tame, and they have good temperaments. We don't want some crazy kind of chicks, Although we do have a couple of hawks here who are just kind of crazy, really, just like all over the place.
Yeah.
So these are kind of related to the red-tailed hawks.
I mean, they are distantly related, yeah, but they're not the same species.
Okay.
They wouldn't I suppose they wouldn't really breed with each other. But these birds have different personalities as well, right? So they're completely different, even though they're related. Hawks and Harris hawks in captivity in the wild, I'm not sure if they will actually breed naturally. So let's start walking. Everyone else can walk behind us, and we'll walk in front, so I can help you in case they decide to do dancing. Okay, let's pause here. I'm going to open the gate and check if there are any dogs around. In the strollers, oh, nobody around, so come on, start walking out. So Swift will probably jump, hold on. Yeah, so they have hollow bones and it's mostly just feathers. They have hundreds and hundreds of feathers over their body.
Right at the tip of my thumb. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
that's fine, they can move around. If you keep your fist in this position, they kind of sometimes move across the perch.
So the hawks are the bigger birds you have here. You have eagles at all? Ever?
We have a ferruginous hawk, which is kind of like, it's an American bird, and it looks like an eagle. But no, we don't have eagles because we can't take them out with people on walks. Eagles are quite territorial, and also they're huge. They're huge and they wouldn't fly with people they don't know, This is the only species of birds in the world that you can handle without really getting to know them.
Do you need a certain license here to have the animals?
Absolutely, we have to have 2 licenses. One of them is to practice falconry, and the other one is to live like a little bird. Great. When she lands, she'll be very smooth, and then she can get the food.
Wow.
So cool.
Wow.
Okay. Needless to say, we do not feed them with our bare hands.
I
Yeah.
understand.
Yeah. Oh! So yeah, when this happens, just leave her. She will go back to the ground, and then she will just take off. If you bring your glove down now, no, just by your side, just hang it down by your side. She will take off. She doesn't actually step from the ground to the glove because she doesn't get rewarded for that. Yeah?
How many times a day do you take out the same birds?
Twice a day usually, not more. We try not to take you more than twice a day. I'd say with the younger ones we take them twice. With the older ones, probably once a day. Yeah. So now she's like, okay, so where is the nearest perch? Where shall I go? They always decide where to go before they take off to save energy, because nothing is happening. She's standing around, and as soon as she sort of sees a suitable place, she'll go up.
Bird, there's beef jerky over there with the camera.
But she's thinking of taking off. You see that your body language is changing, and just watch your long legs. Very good. Okay, now point your glove at me again, and I'll give you some food in there. Very good. We just wait. So I'm giving you a slightly smaller piece. It's a piece of beef actually.
Okay.
Come on.
How's she gonna get it?
Well, when she lands, you can open your hand.
Okay.
But we might just show her that there is something in there. There we go. To come back to us. They don't always just kind of fly.
And she knows not to come here. Go on the glove.
Okay, so when they land on your arm, which can happen with Swift because she's quite lucky. Yeah, it's like,
full of beans.
It's my turn now. She was like, you're doing it too long.
Too slow.
Now she'll be like. And that's because when they nest in the wild, it's the female who takes care of the chicks in the first couple of weeks, and it's the male who has to hunt, make multiple kills a day. So bring your elbow in, Sasha. That's it.
That makes me rest a little bit. I have not exercised in a long time. This is actually good. I had 2 hawks on each hand.
Yeah, like.
As well. Yeah, she wants to go.
So open your hand. So keep your gloves down by your sides. We're just gonna walk and try to keep it closed. If they go past you right now, if they fly past you, don't raise your gloves. Because if you do, then they will just gonna try and land a little
Morsel.
I know he
Every little
like,
piece.
did I get it all?
Well, you know what? Their sight is very different from ours. They see more color. So the pieces of beef that I'm giving them are really, really colorful to them.
Yeah.
Bring your glove down. And set you off in his direction as well. Do you see that? Huh? Can you feel the difference between them?
She's a lot heavier.
There's none left. You got it all over your beak. Ready? Can I shove them?
Yes, shove them towards me.
Okay.
That's it. And they follow each other. See how they follow each other because they're social.
Yeah.
You know, you wouldn't see that with other interested in food, and this is what my relationship with them is about. It's about trust based around food. You know, I make a promise to
Can I
them
go one
that,
more time?
well, we can try, but it might not work. So bring your arms out.
Because we still have others that need to.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Go.
Oh yeah, give her a push.
I'm just
Send her towards her friend.
the falcons you have out in there. When you bring them out, do they ever go after the small birds around here?
Yeah, they do actually. Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely. Yeah, so push well. There's for you.
There's a little piece left.
It's on your beak.
Oh yes. There we go. There. So we can switch around if you like.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you?
What do you mean?
Okay, so first of all, you want to obviously let them go. So there, yeah, that's it, very good. And make a fist around this, and open your hand. Very good. So you have the male.
Nice.
You've got the female there.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Do they ever get confused when you switch?
Now which
People?
way I can go?
Or face me, yeah, turn around, and give them a little push forward. That's it, very good. I'm confused, you mean like
Like when you switch people, or do they usually understand?
you know what, they don't actually mind who they fly
Vivianita,
for.
are you recording me?
Yes, I'm recording.
But he managed almost.
you just swallowed it.
Well, they're like snakes, you know, they have their throat is really, really stretchy, so they just swallow the whole lot.
They eat
And they actually keep it here. There's a crop, it's kind of a pouch on the chest called the crop, and they store all the food in there. So that's Beckett. So look at his long legs, and he wouldn't digest anything yet. So he actually will store it until he's back on his perch. It's really cool. Like, you know, don't you like wish you had something like that?
Yes.
Like for
after
desserts,
Okay.
you know?
I
for
might
like-
have missed it though.
Don't be afraid. It's all good.
Come on, baby.
She's a little bit nervous of something, but you might end up they can see a lot more frames per second. So when a mouse is running, to us it just looks like something fast. They can see it moving slowly on the ground. Yeah.
I don't know what you're recording. I hope you're doing a good job. you
Told
know.
me to record the birds, so I'm recording.
There we go. So she might jump over, but that's okay. Keep your fist closed for a second. That's it. You can go in here if you want. There we go. There we go.
Keep it closed?
Yeah, for a second. And now, just in a second, I just want you to come down. Now watch her. She'll come down in a second. You'll see how she can. Yeah, now you can open it. Did you see how she breaks with your tail?
Yes.
Like it's a bit naughty of me to not let him eat, but I just wanted to see how she would do that too. So the tail is not just like a rudder, but also like a brake. They can stop suddenly with it, and that's why you don't feel that shock of them landing on your fish. You know, they slow down and sort of smooth the shock. And gloves down. They are waterproofing in their feathers, and they actually don't like being touched. So bring your elbow in.
Can I stop recording?
Yes.
That's it.
And
That's it.
close
Closer,
it for me,
closer.
please.
So you have
Thank
the
you.
girl, and she can be a bit like sort of more excited on the way back, but I'll help you. Okay. All you need to do is just have a really good hold of
Hope
this.
you like
But I
my
think
video.
you know. So
Hey, take it easy, man. Take it easy.
so like that.
Oh, this is beautiful.
Don't let go, Dad.
No, no
I
problem.
don't
I'm
think
gonna
he-
let it
don't
go.
think
he
he
wanna
will.
go away. This one.
He wants
gonna
to
stay?
go fly.
He like to
Stay.
pull it. Look at. Look. He's
Well,
looking
she sees
for.
my glove and she's
Oh.
like, yeah, let's go.
That's
Okay,
not
well, let's
fair.
walk with them. Hold on tight,
Yeah.
and I will.
She's
stay close
ready.
to you in case
I
they
know.
decide to fly. No, look at the sounding, you know. But so like we put every bird on a scale. It sounds kind of horrible. Like why would you want to weigh them, you know? We don't want them to go hungry. Obviously, we don't want them to lose weight because a hawk and a hawk that is really, really big and heavy is not going to fly well. They will sit in a tree and be too heavy to do anything. So we want them to be on just perfect weight. That perfect weight is individual for each bird. So it's just like with humans, every human will have an individual weight. This is the same with birds. You know. So she looks like she's about to take off. Huh? Hold on to that. Look at her. She's getting ready.
She's
As soon
looking
as she sees the corner, she's like, I want to go around it. Excellent.
Sorry, they told me to hold on to you, and I'm holding on to you. I follow orders.
It's gonna get upset, it's gonna cut you.
Look at Okay, so you have to hold on to them until for a little bit longer. That's all right. If you feel tired, just tuck your elbow in.
Okay. We're tucking, and we're tucking.
And now put all the equipment back on them. Oh, look. See that? Yes. Okay, what is that? That is a crow, actually. But he is looking at it very carefully. Big crow, basically. So they can spot prey, like birds of prey equipment. So the reason you have your hawks on your left hand is because most people are right-handed. So you want to be able to do all these knots and, I don't know, for some people it's left and then you train your hawk to come to the other glove, obviously. But all this equipment is used for keeping birds separate from each other. You want to make sure that they're not going to fight in an enclosed space. Because females are dominant, the way they assert their dominance is by going over and taking the perch of another hawk.
Oh.
So we don't want that to happen in an enclosed environment. So they each have their individual perch and they can't reach each other. It's really comfortable for everyone. I'm just like a lot of crows flying around. I wonder if there's some kind of.
They never follow that?
They catch crows. Yeah. They will catch crows. They catch them usually though not sort of when they're so absolutely terrified. Hold on. How's your arm?
Getting tired.
Getting tired, yeah. It's good exercise, you know, for muscles.
Stay. Like it's a dog, stay.
And let's carry them to the perch. They might jump towards the... So as soon as I'm close to the perch, I have to be careful how I interact with the hawks. Because the perch is their territory. You know, so they become quite protective of it. That's why we separate them all and they can't reach each other. So when I'm standing close to it, I don't look them in the eye and I do everything fast and leave them in peace. I know. He also likes to preen me sometimes, so kind of like break skin or anything. And then, you know, he's not going to break skin.
Like
And suddenly he's like, I know. Yeah, like a shark.
My macaws, you know what they eat, my macaws? My big birds, the macaws that I have. You know what do they eat?
What do they eat?
Fingers.
Right, really? So you feed them, where'd you get them?
Whenever they catch
Whenever they catch them.
Yeah,
So you have a constant supply of fingers from the hospitals. Look, he's preening my hair. Aww. He's so sweet. You're such a sweetheart. I really like you. So now it's a happy hawk because he's got some food in his crop. He knows he will survive until tomorrow, you know. So all he needs to do now is put one foot up and digest, you know. And he'll probably take him out again, but actually it'll be really. But all the birds go inside when it's raining, when it's cold as well. We have heating in here.
How do you tie them?
So there is a loop here. You see? So the hawk sits here and the loop and the leash goes like that.
Oh,
so there's enough space for them to jump around, come down, lie down if they want, go to the middle. But this again can't be. Oh yes, absolutely. And they're all born at different times, you know. So some hawks are like friends, others are not. And this is the scales we use. So before when we start our day, we come here at 9 a.m. and we pick up each bird and they jump to the scales and we weigh them and we record their weights in a logbook. And so we can compare their weights over time between different seasons, you know. And if they start losing weight, it also tells us that they're sick. Because birds do not show, you probably know that they do not show any sign of illness at all. Like, you would never know that somebody is sick.
How many birds do you have?
I think in total we have about 30 maybe. Yeah, about 30 birds. We also have a bird that you wanted to see, like an eagle. I can show you.
That'd be
it looks like
perfect.
an eagle to us, but this is a very solitary, very shy bird. His name is Reg, and he's 27 years old. He was actually the first bird that James and David, who run the school, obtained, and he is pretty awesome. He actually flies around every morning for an hour by himself. So what we do is we'll launch him from the yard in the morning while we're weighing all the birds. And he comes back, yeah.
Oh, cool.
He comes back because you see, like, this is a source of food. Hunting is difficult, so like, because we feed them, it's easier for them to stay close. And also this is nice accommodation, you know, he's safe from predators. He knows he's gonna get fed, so There's no reason to fly. And Swift.
Oh, look.
That's Beckett and that's Swift.
Look at this picture.
That's so cute.
They're really cute. Some people think they're really ugly, but I think they're really cute. And you see their big crops. I mean, they're just like babies. They eat, poop, and sleep. And they can't walk when they're young. This is them 10 days old. So we get them when they're this size. And then they kind of just wobble like this, you know, they hobble around. And then they can stand by about, 2 weeks. Like this is already probably 3 weeks old. By 7 weeks, they're fully grown. So
Look at that jackrabbit.
and that's the jackrabbit. That's what they can catch. So that's what Swift can catch alone. And 2 of our females here, who are the same size as Swift, caught hare this size in Ireland. One was caught on a walk.
Wow.
And that's what Beckett
I
can
was
catch.
gonna say, how do they carry it?
They don't carry it, so something this size they will stay on the ground. And this is a great thing because they'll stay on the ground and they'll be trying to kill it, and that's kind of hard to do, So they will expect the falconer to arrive and help them. So first of all, I'll get there, I'll help them kill it, and then they'll be struggling to open it up because the skin is very tough. So then I'll have a knife, I'll help them open it up. So it's useful, they see me as a useful tool for hunting.
Yeah.
And I can feed them off the kill, and then they're happy. So that's why they have this kind of, they cooperate with us.
They like the relationship. Yes.
You
So-
see rabbits, Viviana, now we can give it to them.
No,
Why not?
she has rabbits at home.
Ooh. And now this is what Beckett can catch here, but this is a European rabbit and they live under the ground. You need actually something like this. This is called a ferret,
Yes.
and to catch that. So ferrets will flush
Oh.
the rabbits from under the ground.
Okay.
They have a very good sense of smell. You don't have to train them. You just hold them outside a rabbit hole, and if they run in, then you know that there are rabbits in there. And you'll be on the other side of the rabbit hole waiting. So this is the owl, the only owl we have here.
Oh, he's so pretty.
He's very beautiful, but pretty much that's the only thing, the only quality. Yeah, the only quality he's got, really. He's not as smart as a Harriscock, for sure. He's not like a problem-solving bird. Owls, it's very hard to hunt with them because they hunt by sound. So with a hawk, I was telling you how we can go and flush something. With an owl, you really don't want to do that because he actually relies on stealth. He wants to sit and listen.
Looks like a horn owl. What kind of owl is he?
It's a European eagle owl.
Eagle owl.
Yeah, eagle owls are some of the biggest owls.